What if one human could defy an entire alien fleet, survive impossible odds, and change the fate of the galaxy? When a brave human hero discovers an alien princess trapped by cruel scientists, he risks everything to save her and confront powers older than stars themselves. Can a single human truly stand against the universe's deadliest threats and prove humanity's strength, courage, and intelligence? I watch as impossible becomes reality. Don't blink, every second counts. Backhand index pointing right. Click to witness humanity's ultimate hero in action. The night sky above Earth was fractured with streaks of alien light. Stars shimmered like shards of crystal, and distant planets hung like silent sentinels. Amid this cosmic canvas, a lone figure sprinted through a shadowed research facility. Every breath ripped through his chest as a metallic scent of fear and ozone filled the air. Draven, the human hero, pressed himself against the cold steel wall. The alien princess, Leora, crouched beside him, her luminescent eyes wide with both terror and awe. Her skin glimmered faintly under the harsh fluorescent lights, a subtle reminder that she was not of this world. The scientists who had captured her, beings of twisted intellect and cruel curiosity, prowled the halls like predators. Draven's heart hammered as he scanned the corridor ahead. The faint hum of energy barriers and the whir of mechanical drones created a sinister rhythm. He could feel Leora trembling against him, her alien aura pulsing in quiet alarm. He whispered to her, voice firm, carrying the weight of determination. Stay close. Trust me, no one outruns me when I decide to fight. Every instinct of his human body screamed survival. Draven had trained for battles on hostile planets, endured trials where gravity would crush lesser beings, and faced alien horrors whose mere gaze could disorient a human mind. But nothing had prepared him for the mixture of fear and hope radiating from this young princess. He realized then that humans were unique in the universe not because of technology or strength alone, but because of their heart, their courage, their refusal to surrender even when the universe itself seemed to conspire against them. A shadow shifted ahead. Two of the scientists appeared, their elongated limbs moving with uncanny precision. They carried devices that crackled with lethal energy, capable of piercing flesh and bending molecular structures. Draven's pulse did not falter. He stepped from the shadows, fists clenched, muscles coiled like springs ready to release. A human hero did not wait for fate to choose. He shaped his destiny with action. The first scientist lunged, energy whiplashing. Draven dove, rolling across the polished floor, metal sparks kissing his jacket. He grabbed a cylindrical device from the wall, a containment pod, and swung it like a battering ram. The alien hit skidded backward, stunned. Leora gasped, her small hand gripping his arm, and he felt a surge of protective fury. They ran. Corridors twisted like serpents, doors sealing behind them with explosive force. Draven's mind calculated, anticipating every trap, every energy pulse. His senses were acute. The faint vibrations of alien machinery, the scent of burning circuits, the temperature shift as they passed into different chambers. He pushed Leora through a hidden maintenance hatch, and they tumbled into a narrow shaft, walls vibrating with the hum of alien power. Outside, the night air of Earth felt like freedom incarnate. The sky was alive with auroras, alien lights reflecting off the clouds, painting the world in hues Leora had never imagined. Draven lifted her onto a rocky outcrop, overlooking the sprawling city below. She looked at him with wide, awed eyes, and for a moment, the universe seemed to pause. This world, your world, Leora whispered. Draven nodded. Human courage and resilience brought you here. We do not yield no matter the danger. Suddenly, a low rumble shook the ground. A massive spacecraft descended from the sky, energy shields glowing ominously. The scientists had sent reinforcements, creatures of ancient technology and unspeakable power. Draven's jaw tightened. Every fiber of his being screamed fight, and he felt the familiar surge of adrenaline that humans had honed across millennia of survival and war. He pulled Leora behind a jagged rock, scanning the alien vessel. It is not just about running, he said. Humans could improvise, adapt, and endure. They could face impossibilities and still carve a path forward. The ground cracked as a creature emerged, metallic limbs clanking, eyes burning like molten cores. It towered above them, but Draven stepped forward, fists raised, his mind calculating weaknesses. Even in this vast universe, fraught with aliens whose minds span galaxies, humans retain a spark no machine or monster could predict. Unpredictability, ingenuity, courage. He lunged, rolling under the creature's swing, grabbing exposed cables and yanking them with every ounce of strength. Sparks flew, circuits fried, and the creature faltered. Leora gasped, awe and fear mixing in her gaze. "Humans," she whispered. "They are unstoppable." Draven helped her stand, scanning the horizon. The Queen's planet awaited, but the path was fraught with danger. Every step would test human endurance, intelligence, and sheer willpower. But Draven smiled, feeling the fire of humanity blazing within him. They would reach her mother, no matter the universe, no matter the odds. And somewhere, in the shadowed reaches of space, the alien queen felt a ripple of hope. Her child was alive, saved by a species she had long underestimated. The humans were not just survivors. They were warriors, thinkers, heroes. The stars above seemed to pulse in anticipation, as if the universe itself recognized the beginning of a legend, a human legend. Draven looked at Leora, determination hardening his gaze. "The universe is full of impossible challenges," he said. "But we humans thrive in impossible moments. Let us show them who we are." And together, they vanished into the night, racing toward the unknown, leaving trails of light and courage for the galaxy to remember. The wind bit at their faces as Draven and Leora navigated the jagged cliffs outside the city. The alien vessel still hovered above the horizon, a looming predator against the star-streaked sky. Its energy pulses shimmered against the clouds, casting eerie shadows over the terrain. Every step they took echoed with uncertainty, yet Draven felt no hesitation. Leora stumbled, her small feet unaccustomed to Earth's rough terrain. Draven caught her instantly, gripping her arm with human strength honed by years of combat and survival. "You do not falter now," he said, voice low but commanding. Her eyes met his, wide and luminous, reflecting a mixture of trust, fear, and awe. She nodded, silently acknowledging that humans bore a courage unlike anything her world had seen. They reached a dense forest at the cliff's edge. The trees twisted skyward like ancient guardians, their branches woven into a thick canopy that blocked the alien sensors scanning below. The scent of pine and damp earth replaced the sterile metallic tang of the facility, and for the first time since her capture, Leora breathed freely. Draven could feel her tension slowly easing, yet he knew danger was far from over. Humans survived in adversity, thrived in chaos, and faced horrors with intellect and instinct combined, and he would demonstrate that strength to the universe tonight. The forest was alive with unseen creatures, their distant calls echoing in the dark. Draven led them through narrow paths, stepping over gnarled roots and weaving between trunks. Each footfall was deliberate, each breath measured. The human senses, he knew, were capable of feats no machine or alien algorithm could replicate. Intuition, creativity, adaptation. A sudden crack of underbrush froze them in place. Two figures emerged, but these were not the scientists. They were scouts of the Queen's empire. Their sleek armor shimmered with bioluminescent patterns, and their eyes held caution and curiosity. Draven stepped forward, hands raised in peace, and Leora instinctively did the same. The leader of the scouts approached, voice sharp and musical. "Your presence here is unauthorized. Identify yourselves." Draven straightened, his chest rising with pride. "I am Draven, human of Earth. I rescued this princess from the cruel hands of your adversaries. We seek to return her to the Queen." The scouts exchanged glances, their alien expressions unreadable to most, but not to Draven. Humans had learned to read fear, deception, and trust in even the most foreign of faces. After a tense pause, the leader nodded. "Your courage is unusual. Follow us." They moved through the forest with precision, Draven and Leora trailing behind. The scouts spoke in clipped tones, alert and watchful, yet they did not interfere with Leora's curiosity about the forest. She touched leaves, marveled at small insects that glowed faintly in the darkness, and whispered to Draven about Earth's strange beauty. He smiled, realizing that humans not only survive, They appreciate life in ways no alien mind could always comprehend. Hours passed, and the group reached a hidden valley, concealed by cliffs and mist. At its center, a portal shimmered with energy, a bridge between Earth and the Queen's distant star system. Leora gasped, her hands pressed to her chest. This is a path home?" she asked. Draven nodded, placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "Yes, but it is not without danger. The scientists you escaped from will not surrender so easily. They will follow, and whatever waits on the other side, it is not guaranteed to be safe." Leora's eyes reflected fear, but also determination. "The humans who saved me. They are unlike anything my world has ever known. They do not rely solely on power or technology. They fight with heart and intelligence. They see the impossible and step forward anyway." Draven tightened his grip on the blaster at his side. Human ingenuity was a weapon in itself. He had faced death in zero-gravity combat, survived chemical storms on uncharted planets, and outsmarted predators whose existence was written in nightmares. Yet every challenge only reinforced one truth. Humans were unpredictable, clever, and fearless in ways the universe often underestimated. A sudden tremor shook the ground. The scouts hissed, and Leora clung to Draven instinctively. From the shadows emerged the scientists' reinforcements. Towering constructs of metal and organic matter, fused in horrific symbiosis. They moved with precision and malice, their eyes glowing with the cold light of calculation. Draven stepped forward, voice carrying over the tension-filled valley. "Then let them come. We are not just human. We are the storm they cannot predict." He lunged first, drawing the attention of the nearest construct. Its limbs lashed with mechanical fury, striking where he had calculated. Draven rolled, using the terrain to his advantage, smashing into the creature's joint with a reinforced elbow. Metal screeched, sparks flew, and the construct faltered. Humans did not simply confront danger. They adapted, improvised, and exploited weaknesses no one expected. The scouts joined in, their alien abilities complementing Draven's human ingenuity. Leora watched, awestruck, as humans and aliens fought side by side, forming an alliance forged not by blood, but by courage and purpose. Draven spotted another threat, a hovering drone firing concentrated plasma beams. He vaulted onto a boulder, using its momentum to hurl a heavy rock into the drone's energy core. It exploded in a burst of light and fire, raining molten sparks across the battlefield. The valley shook with the fury of battle. Draven's senses were heightened, every sound, scent, and movement feeding into his tactical awareness. He heard Leora's voice, soft but steady. "Human hero, you are extraordinary." He smirked, adrenaline pumping. Extraordinary is what humans call survival when it becomes art. As the last construct fell, a deep vibration pulsed through the valley. The portal shimmered violently, unstable from the energy expended in the battle. Draven grabbed Leora's hand, pulling her toward it. "This is our moment," he shouted. "Step forward, trust human resolve, and we will reach your mother." They leapt together through the portal, sensation warping as reality twisted around them. Stars streaked past, colors unseen by human eyes, and gravity twisted in impossible ways. Leora's small hand clutched as tightly, trusting the human who had defied impossible odds to save her. They emerged onto a floating platform suspended above a vast, crystalline ocean. The air was thick with energy, shimmering with hues of violet and silver. The scent of ozone and alien flora mingled, intoxicating in its intensity. And there, across the platform, stood the alien queen. Her form radiated power and majesty. Her eyes glimmered with recognition, fear, and hope mingling in complex patterns. Leora ran into her arms, and the queen enveloped her child, relief washing over every gesture. Then she turned her gaze to Draven, eyes narrowing in scrutiny. "You," she said, voice resonant and melodic. "You are human. You dared what no one else could. You crossed galaxies, faced my enemies, and returned my child to me." Draven bowed slightly, sweat and dirt streaking his face. "It is what humans do. We do not falter in the face of the impossible. We rely on heart, mind, and will, and we protect those who cannot protect themselves." The queen studied him, her expression softening. You have not only saved my daughter, but reminded me that humans possess a courage beyond measure. Perhaps the universe has underestimated your kind for too long." Before Draven could respond, a new alarm sounded. The scientists' forces had not given up. They had followed through the portal. A fleet of vessels materialized in the alien skies, energy shields glowing with malice. Draven clenched his fists. The humans had already proven their worth, but this battle demanded more. Ingenuity, sacrifice, and unbreakable resolve. He turned to Leora. "Stay with your mother. Humans handle the impossible." The queen nodded, understanding dawning in her eyes. Draven sprinted toward the edge of the platform, surveying the incoming fleet. He analyzed their formations, predicting attack patterns with rapid calculation. Every human instinct screamed strategy. Every battle taught him to turn weakness into strength, chaos into advantage. He grabbed a crystalline shard from the platform, embedding it into a makeshift weapon. Energy hummed through his hands, resonating with his resolve. The fleet descended, but Draven leaped from platform to platform, a whirlwind of human courage and precision. Each strike disabled a vessel. Each maneuver exploited flaws that the alien calculations had overlooked. Leora and the queen watched, awestruck. "This human," Leora whispered, "he is unstoppable." And indeed, Draven became a tempest. Every move was deliberate, brilliant, and daring. He demonstrated the essence of humanity, the ability to face the impossible with courage, creativity, and an unyielding heart. The battle raged, stars and energy weapons painting the skies in chaotic brilliance. But one truth became undeniable to all watching. When humans fought, they did not merely survive. They defined the terms of existence. And the universe, vast and perilous, would never forget the human hero who saved an alien princess. The alien fleet loomed above the crystalline ocean, each vessel radiating a cold, precise menace. Their energy shields shimmered like mirrors, reflecting the violent hues of the portal behind them. Draven stood on the edge of the floating platform, the wind whipping his hair and jacket, each gust carrying the scent of ozone and alien flora. He felt alive, not merely alive, but fully human, every nerve, muscle, and sense sharpened to the edge of possibility. Leora and the alien queen watched from the platform center, their gazes filled with both hope and fear. "You must hold the line," Leora whispered. "You are humanity's finest. We trust you." Draven nodded. Humans did not simply survive. They adapted. They calculated, improvised, and triumphed where others faltered. And tonight, the universe would witness that truth. The first wave of alien ships descended, their weapons charging with a blue-white intensity. Draven scanned rapidly, plotting trajectories in his mind, calculating angles no computer could match. Human intuition blended with rapid analytical thinking, a weapon unique to his kind. He leapt, landing on a jagged outcrop jutting from the ocean. His boots skidded across crystalline surfaces, sparks flying as he drew energy from the environment. He hurled a shard of crystal into the first ship's hull, the impact resonating like a thunderclap. The vessel shuddered, systems faltering. The alien fleet responded, swarming like a hive, their coordination flawless. But Draven was faster, smarter, relentless. He vaulted between platforms suspended in the air, twisting mid-leap, striking with shards, throwing improvised weapons, even using parts of fallen ships as projectiles. Each movement was a symphony of human creativity and bravery, a testament to the species' adaptability in the face of impossible odds. Below him, the crystalline ocean glimmered with reflected chaos, energy arcs illuminating the dark waves. Draven felt every vibration, every subtle shift in the platforms beneath him. He closed his eyes for a heartbeat, sensing the current of energy, predicting enemy maneuvers before they occurred. He opened his eyes, flinging a shard that pierced a shield generator. A vessel erupted, cascading sparks into the night. The fleet faltered, but the reinforcements continued to descend, more advanced and lethal than the last. Draven's heart raced, but he did not falter. Humans thrived in adversity, and each challenge ignited a deeper fire within him. He was human, and human beings did not yield. They became unstoppable when pushed to the brink. He dove onto a hovering drone, sliding along its hull, tearing circuits and piercing energy conduits with shards of crystal. The drone spiraled out of control, colliding with a larger ship and causing a chain reaction. Explosions lit the night like miniature suns, reflecting off the alien sky. Leora gasped, gripping the Queen's arm. "The humans," she whispered. "They are beyond what I imagined." Draven felt the thrill of combat, but he never lost awareness of Leora. Protecting her was paramount. He used his momentum to clear a path back to the portal, ensuring she could reach safety if the battle turned. Yet he knew the humans did not fight only for themselves. They fought for others, for life, for hope, for freedom. From above, a massive alien warship detached from the fleet. It pulsed with ancient energy, a relic of civilizations long gone, its weapons capable of annihilating entire continents. Draven's jaw tightened. He had faced impossible odds before, but this required more than skill. It demanded ingenuity, courage, and a unique unpredictability of humanity. He leapt onto the warship's hull, clinging to its metallic surface as gravity fluctuated violently. Inside, corridors twisted impossibly, machinery alive with energy and intent. He fought through automated sentinels, each movement precise, exploiting weaknesses no alien algorithm could anticipate. He hacked systems with improvised tools, rerouted power to destabilize shields, and created openings for the remaining fleet to falter. The ship's command core glowed ominously, a pulsating heart of energy. Draven approached cautiously, sensing the immense power it radiated. He placed a crystal shard into the core interface. Energy hummed, screaming through the circuits, reacting unpredictably to his human touch. The vessel shuddered violently. Outside, the fleet began to collapse, ships spiraling out of control as the warship's destabilization propagated through their network. Draven could see Leora and the Queen watching, awe and disbelief mixing on their faces. Humans did not simply fight. They rewrote the rules of engagement, turning chaos into advantage with ingenuity and relentless courage. Suddenly, the portal flickered violently. Energy from the collapsing fleet surged, threatening to tear the dimensional bridge apart. Draven's mind raced. He could not allow Leora or the Queen to be trapped. He grabbed a control shard, channeling energy to stabilize the portal. Pain seared through him, his body straining against forces beyond comprehension. But his will did not break. Humans endured, and humans endure beyond the limits of imagination. The portal stabilized, shimmering like a thread of silver across the void. Leora ran toward it, her steps sure, guided by the presence of the human who had saved her. The Queen followed, her regal form shimmering in alien energy. Draven held the portal open, feeling the pull of the collapsing fleet behind him, the strain almost unbearable. "Go!" he shouted. "Step through. The rest is human ingenuity." They leapt through the portal just as the alien warship erupted, a wave of energy cascading behind them. Draven was thrown against the platform's edge, rolling to absorb impact. Pain screamed through his body, but he rose, staggering, gritting his teeth. Humans did not surrender to pain. They used it, endured it, overcame it. The Queen looked at him, her eyes filled with gratitude and astonishment. "You have done what no one else could. You have shown the universe the true power of humanity." Draven smiled faintly, exhaustion heavy in his muscles, yet pride burning in his chest. Humans never back down. We fight, we endure, and we survive where others fail. That is our nature. A sudden rumble beneath them drew their attention. From the depths of the crystalline ocean, something stirred, ancient, powerful, and awakened by the energy surge of the collapsing fleet. The water shimmered with golden light, and massive forms emerged, creatures from a time before recorded history. Leora gasped, clutching the Queen. These are the ancients. They guard this realm." Draven stepped forward, feeling their presence resonate with his human spirit. Fear threatened to grip him, but he did not falter. Humans faced the impossible and thrived. He raised his arms, showing calm respect and determination. The ancients paused, sensing his courage, intelligence, and unyielding heart. One massive creature lowered its head, as if acknowledging the worth of humanity itself. The Queen approached Draven, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Your species, your bravery, it is unmatched. You have not only saved my daughter, but earned the respect of powers older than stars themselves." Draven looked at Leora, then the Queen, then the vast expanse of alien skies. The battle was not over. Threats remained, and the universe held dangers beyond comprehension. But humanity had proven a truth no alien or ancient force could ignore. Intelligence, courage, creativity, and an indomitable spirit could overcome any challenge. Leora stepped forward, her small hand clasping his. "You have taught me more than my people ever could," she said softly. "Humans do not yield, do not bend, and do not fear the impossible. You are extraordinary." Draven nodded, looking toward the stars. The universe is full of impossible odds. Humans thrive in the impossible. That is what we are. That is who we are. The alien queen spoke, her voice carrying across the floating platforms. "Draven, human hero, you have changed the fate of stars. You have shown strength beyond mere power. You have shown wisdom, courage, and a heart that dares where others hesitate. Your story will echo across galaxies." From the ocean depths, the ancients stirred once more, acknowledging the bond forged between human and alien, between courage and destiny. Leora smiled, hope shining in her eyes. The portals shimmered behind them, a reminder of worlds waiting to be explored, challenges to be faced, and destinies to be fulfilled. Draven looked at the horizon, feeling the pull of adventure, the thrill of danger, and the essence of humanity burning in his chest. The universe had tested him. It had challenged him. And he had answered, not just as a survivor, but as the embodiment of human potential. He took a deep breath, feeling the wind, the scent of alien oceans, the hum of energy around him. He was human, and humans did not bow to fate. They shaped it. The stars above pulsed in silent recognition, and the journey was only beginning. The stars above the crystalline ocean shimmered like scattered diamonds, reflecting off the waves in 1,000 fractured patterns. Draven's chest heaved, sweat and salt from the ocean mist dripping down his face. He stood at the edge of the floating platform, watching the horizon where the last remnants of the alien fleet had vanished into the void. Victory had been claimed for now, but the universe did not rest, and neither would humans. Leora clutched the alien queen's hand, still trembling from the intensity of the battles they had survived. Her wide eyes followed Draven as he surveyed the platform. "Human hero," she whispered, awe in her voice. "You have faced creatures no one dared imagine, and outwitted powers older than the stars. Your courage, it is beyond comprehension." Draven gave a faint, tired smile. "Humans thrive in the impossible," he said. "We do not simply endure. We adapt, we innovate, we conquer what others claim is insurmountable." He glanced at the Queen. "Your daughter is safe, and your people have a new ally." The Queen studied him, regal and solemn, her gaze piercing yet not unkind. "You have done more than save a child," she said. "You have altered the course of history. Your species, your heart, it is something the universe cannot ignore." Before Draven could respond, the ground trembled beneath their feet. From the depths of the crystalline ocean, massive shapes began to rise, their forms colossal and shimmering with energy. The ancients, awakened by the turbulence of the alien fleet, emerged fully from their hidden realm. Some had scales like liquid metal. Others had crystalline limbs that pulsed with light. They regarded the humans and the Queen with solemnity, measuring worth in ways that transcended language. Draven stepped forward, unwavering. Every instinct of humanity was alive in him. Courage, cunning, and a relentless refusal to be cowed. The largest of the ancients lowered its massive head toward him, eyes glowing like twin suns. He raised his arms in a gesture of peace, but also of confidence. Humans did not simply negotiate. They proved themselves through deeds, through valor, through resilience. The ancients shifted, murmuring in a language of vibrations and light. The tension was palpable, yet Draven did not flinch. He had faced the impossible before, and this was no different. He felt the surge of human ingenuity, the power of his species' unique blend of intellect and instinct. Step by step, he approached the largest ancient, hands open, conveying trust and determination. Leora watched, breath held. Her admiration for humans had grown exponentially. "They do not fear what is greater than themselves," she whispered to her mother. "They confront it, understand it, and bend it to purpose." The ancient shifted closer, massive claws stirring the water without touching it, its voice resonating in the minds of all present. "You are different," it said, in tones that vibrated through bone and consciousness. "Your kind carries a spark of creation, tempered by courage. You have faced the darkness and emerged unbroken. The universe will take note." Draven nodded, acknowledging the weight of the moment. This is what humans do. We face impossibilities and redefine them. We protect those who cannot protect themselves. We endure where others falter. That is our nature. Suddenly, the air shifted and a low, pulsating hum filled the sky. From the horizon, new ships appeared, sleek, dark, and unmistakably engineered for war. The scientists had not given up. They had rebuilt, evolved, and now sought vengeance. Draven's eyes narrowed. The humans had already proven their worth, but this battle demanded more. Strategy, ingenuity, and a willingness to push beyond limits no one had dared imagine. He turned to the Queen. "Stay with Leora. Protect her. I will handle the threat." The Queen hesitated, but recognized the truth in his words. Humans did not simply confront danger. They commanded it, shaped it, and emerged stronger. Draven sprinted toward the edge of the platform, surveying the incoming fleet. Every angle, every trajectory, every potential weak point passed through his mind with the speed of instinct and calculation combined. He seized crystalline shards scattered across the platform, shaping them into weapons and improvised tools. Humans were unmatched in improvisation, the ability to turn the environment, even chaos, into an advantage. The first wave of enemy ships descended, firing beams of energy that cut through the alien sky like blades of light. Draven dodged, leaping from platform to platform, hurling shards that pierced energy shields, destabilized engines, and set vessels spinning into the void. Each movement was precise, yet fluid, blending strategy and instinct seamlessly. Leora gasped as a large vessel surged forward, its core pulsing with dark energy. Draven assessed it instantly, calculating the risk and reward. He vaulted onto its hull, the wind tearing at his jacket, the roar of energy surrounding him. Inside, corridors twisted and shifted as the ship's artificial intelligence attempted to trap him. But human adaptability triumphed where machines failed. He used the twisting corridors to create momentum, smashing control nodes with shards and rerouting energy to destabilize the ship. Outside, the fleet began to falter as Draven's ingenuity disrupted their coordination. Ships collided, energy shields overloaded, and the sky above the crystalline ocean lit with brilliant flashes. Humans did not merely fight. They turned the battlefield into an instrument of victory, bending odds that seemed absolute. Yet the largest challenge remained. A colossal warship, ancient beyond reckoning, descended from the clouds above. It pulsed with the energy of stars, its hull inscribed with symbols of civilizations long extinct. Draven's mind raced, mapping weaknesses, anticipating attacks, and envisioning paths no one else could perceive. He leapt onto the warship's hull, gripping metallic ridges as gravity fluctuated unpredictably. Inside, he navigated twisted corridors, fought Sentinel drones, and manipulated alien technology in ways its creators never imagined. Humans thrived in chaos, and Draven exemplified that truth. He destabilized the core using a combination of crystal shards and raw ingenuity, converting energy flows to create catastrophic chain reactions within the ship. Back on the platform, Leora and the Queen watched, awe and terror mixing in their expressions. The humans' ingenuity was unmatched, their courage unparalleled. Draven emerged from the collapsing vessel, shards of alien metal trailing like sparks behind him. He landed on the platform, chest heaving, muscles trembling with exertion. Yet his eyes shone with triumph. The ancients, witnessing his deeds, shifted in acknowledgement. One lowered its massive head toward him, a gesture of respect. The Queen approached, her voice trembling with emotion. "Human, hero, you have not only saved my daughter, but proven that your kind is a force the universe must reckon with. Your courage, intelligence, and heart, they are extraordinary." Draven wiped sweat and grime from his brow. We humans endure. We confront what others flee. We transform impossibility into opportunity. That is who we are. The horizon pulsed with light as the remaining alien ships retreated, systems failing under Draven's relentless assault. The portal behind them shimmered steadily, a path back to the Queen's homeworld. Safe for now. Leora ran to Draven, grasping his hand. You are beyond what I imagined. Humans do not bow to fear. They redefine it. You are the spark of our hope. Draven smiled, eyes scanning the skies. The universe is full of threats. But humans thrive in the impossible. We are courage, intelligence, heart, and will, and we do not surrender. The Queen placed a hand on his shoulder, her gaze solemn. Your deeds will echo through galaxies. Your species has earned a place among the powers of the stars. Perhaps the universe has underestimated humans for too long. From the depths of the crystalline ocean, the ancients murmured, energy resonating through the air. They had witnessed something extraordinary, a human defying death strategy and logic, shaping events that even ancient powers could not control. Draven, exhausted but resolute, looked at the platform, the Queen, and Leora. He knew the journey was far from over. The universe had endless threats, ancient powers, and unimaginable challenges. But humans did not just survive. They thrived, conquered, and inspired. And Draven, human hero, would continue to prove it. The stars pulsed above, a silent acknowledgement of humanity's presence and power. Leora whispered, eyes shining with admiration and hope. The human hero, he is unstoppable. Draven looked at the horizon, feeling the wind, the energy, the promise of adventure. He flexed his hands, shards still glowing faintly, and smiled. Impossible is just another word for humans to overcome. Let the universe try us. We will rise. And with that, Draven, Leora, and the Queen stepped toward the portal, ready for the next impossible challenge, a testament to human strength, courage, and indomitable spirit. The portal shimmered behind them, casting fractured light across the floating platform. Draven stepped forward, every muscle coiled, every sense alert. The universe had tested him, yet humanity's unique combination of courage, intelligence, and unyielding will had triumphed. But he knew better than anyone. The galaxy did not rest. The Queen guided Leora close to Draven. Her voice was steady, but laced with urgency. Draven, hero of humanity, the threat is not over. The scientists you destroyed had allies. They will rebuild, and they will seek vengeance, not only for my daughter, but for control of entire systems. Draven clenched his fists, energy crackling faintly along the crystalline shards in his hands. Let them come. Humans thrive when odds are impossible. We adapt, we strategize, we endure, and we rise stronger every time. From the skies, dark shapes appeared, vessels faster, deadlier, and smarter than anything Draven had ever faced. They moved like predatory shadows, war machine perfected over centuries of alien evolution. Yet humans did not hesitate. They used every weakness the universe offered, exploited every crack, every miscalculation, every underestimation. Draven leapt, landing atop a jagged crystalline spire. The wind tore at his jacket. The stars blurred into streaks of light. He hurled shards with deadly precision, piercing shields, disrupting engines, and toppling the first wave of ships. The alien commanders below barked orders, but the humans' unpredictability defied every pattern, every expectation. Leora's eyes widened as she watched him move. Each motion, each decision, displayed not only bravery but intellect, the human ability to calculate, improvise, and act instantly in chaos. She whispered to the Queen, "He is extraordinary. Humans are not just strong, they think, they adapt, and they never surrender." The Queen nodded solemnly, her regal gaze fixed on Draven. "Yes, your species embodies a force older than war, more enduring than power. They survive, and in surviving, they conquer in ways no alien civilization can anticipate." Suddenly, the largest vessel surged forward, its hull glowing with violet energy unlike anything Draven had encountered. It pulsed with ancient power, older than most civilizations, a relic of a universe long forgotten. Its weapons fired, arcs of destructive energy slicing to the platform. Draven dove, shards flying, narrowly avoiding death with instincts honed by millennia of human ingenuity. He felt the weight of survival, in every fiber of his body. Humans had faced predators that could crush bones, chemical storms that could strip flesh, and hostile worlds where gravity itself sought to kill them. Yet here he stood, defying impossible odds, not with brute force alone, but with intellect, creativity, and a heart unwilling to yield. The vessel descended, crashing toward the crystalline ocean, energy arcs tearing through the sky. Draven leapt from spire to spire, using momentum to strike weak points. He shattered the primary shield generator, sending shock waves across the platform. Ships faltered, staggered, and spun out of formation. The human hero was rewriting the battlefield in real time, turning disadvantage into opportunity. Leora and the Queen watched, all mixing with fear. The energy from the collapsing fleet illuminated their faces in flashes of gold and violet. Leora whispered, "He does not just fight, he shapes reality itself." Humans, they are unstoppable. Draven sensed movement beneath the water, the ancient stirring once more. The colossal creatures had witnessed his deeds, and now their presence added a new variable to the battle. He extended his hands, shards glowing as they resonated with the energy of the ancients. Humans did not merely adapt. They created synergy, using allies, terrain, and intellect to magnify their power. The largest ancient roared, waves surging, energy pulsing outward. The alien fleet faltered further, their calculations failing against the unpredictability of human strategy combined with ancient force. Draven seized a moment, channeling Shard to amplify the ancient's power, directing energy toward the remaining enemy vessels. Explosions lit the skies like miniature supernovas. From above, reinforcements arrived, smaller but faster ships, trying to flank the humans and the ancients. Draven leapt, twisting midair, hurling Shard with precision that made every strike lethal. Humans, he realized, thrived on creativity under pressure, a trait no algorithm or machine could predict. They fought not only with strength, but with cunning and audacity. One ship dove directly at him. Energy lances aimed to pierce his chest. He rolled, shards embedding in the hull, destabilizing the vessel's flight systems. It spun uncontrollably, colliding with another ship in a fiery explosion. The sky shimmered with chaos, yet humans endured. Draven's breathing was heavy, but his mind remained razor-sharp, each thought anticipating the next move. Suddenly, a surge of violet energy hit the platform, knocking Draven off balance. He rolled to the edge, shards scattering across the crystalline floor. The largest vessel, seemingly indestructible, loomed above, energy shields flaring with imminent threat. Draven gritted his teeth. Humans were not designed for surrender. They thrived in adversity. He leapt toward the vessel's hull, clinging to its surface as energy arcs danced around him. Inside, corridors twisted with alien architecture, machines alive with lethal intent. Draven used every ounce of skill, every spark of ingenuity, to navigate the labyrinth. He bypassed security, disrupted energy conduits, and turned the vessel's own systems against itself. Humans did not merely fight. They rewrote the rules of engagement in real time. Outside, the ancients surged, their energy colliding with the fleet in a storm of cosmic power. The alien vessels faltered, some exploding in brilliant arcs, others spinning out into the void. Leora gasped, clutching the Queen. "Humans," she whispered. "They are not just warriors, they are a force of nature." Draven reached the core of the vessel, a pulsing heart of violet energy. He inserted a crystalline shard, the energy reacting violently, almost overwhelming him. Pain shot through his body, but his will did not break. Humans endured, they adapted, they prevailed where others would perish. The vessel shuddered violently, systems collapsing one by one. Shards and debris flew outward, striking other ships in a chain reaction. The alien fleet's formation crumbled, leaving only scattered, retreating vessels. Draven emerged from the vessel, landing on the platform with shards still glowing faintly. He breathed heavily, muscles trembling, but his gaze was unyielding. Humans had faced the impossible and emerged victorious, not because of superior technology alone, but because of courage, intellect, creativity, and an indomitable spirit. The Queen approached, her expression a mixture of awe and respect. Draven, Human hero, you have shown the universe the power of your kind. You have saved my daughter, defeated forces older than most civilizations, and earned the respect of beings beyond measure. Humans are extraordinary. Draven nodded, exhaustion heavy in his body, but pride burning in his chest. We humans endure. We innovate. We fight with heart and intelligence. That is who we are. That is what makes us strong. The ancient stirred, acknowledging his deeds with resonant vibrations. Leora stepped forward, her small hand clasping his. You have shown me a new world. Humans do not bow to fear. They face it, overcome it, and become legend. You are our hero. Draven looked to the stars, feeling the pull of adventure and challenge ahead. The universe was vast, filled with threats, ancient powers, and impossible odds. Yet humanity would prevail, as they always had, with courage, intelligence, and heart. He flexed his hands, shards still glowing faintly, and smiled. Impossible is just another challenge for humans to conquer. The universe will test us, but it will never break us. Let it come. We are ready. The Queen and Leora watched as he stepped toward the portal, the winds of the crystalline ocean whipping around him. Draven's gaze was unwavering, his mind focused, his heart fierce. The journey was far from over, but humanity had proven its worth, not just as survivors, but as heroes capable of defying the universe itself. The stars pulsed above, a silent acknowledgement of humanity's strength. Draven, human hero, had not only saved an alien princess, but had reshaped the galaxy's perception of humans forever. And the universe waited for humanity's next impossible challenge. The universe held its breath. Draven stood atop the final floating platform, shards of crystal humming faintly in his hands. The winds of crystalline ocean whipped around him, carrying the scent of ozone, alien flora, and the lingering heat of countless battles. Behind him, the portal shimmered, a gateway to distant galaxies and the home of the alien queen. Beside him, Leora clutched her mother's hand, her luminescent eyes reflecting awe, fear, and wonder. The last remnants of the alien fleet had been scattered, destroyed, or driven into the void. The ancient warship that threatened entire star systems now floated in silence, neutralized by Draven's ingenuity and courage. The ancients, colossal beings older than time itself, observed the scene, their energy radiating reverence. Even they recognized the spark of humanity, the indomitable spirit that refused to yield, that thrived against impossible odds. Draven's chest heaved, exhaustion coursing through his muscles. Pain throbbed in every limb, yet he felt a fire in his core that no battle could extinguish. Humans endured. Humans overcame. Humans, through courage, intelligence, and heart, reshaped the universe itself. He glanced at Leora. You are safe now, he said, voice steady despite fatigue. Your mother's people are here. The ancients recognize humanity, and the galaxy has seen what humans are capable of. We endure, we survive, and we rise stronger every time the universe tries to crush us. Leora smiled, tears glistening in her eyes. You have done what no one could. Humans, they are more than I imagined. They do not fear the impossible. They embrace it, and they triumph. The queen stepped forward, regal and powerful, her energy shimmering like molten silver and violet light. Draven, human hero, you have saved not only my daughter, but the honor and future of my people. Your courage has forged a bond between our species that will endure for generations. The universe has taken notice. Your kind is extraordinary. Draven bowed slightly, exhaustion giving way to quiet pride. Humans do not act for glory, he said. We act because it is necessary, because it is the right thing to do. We endure, we fight, and we protect those who cannot protect themselves. That is who we are. From the crystalline ocean below, the ancients stirred. They moved with a grace that belied their size, resonating in harmonious tones that filled the air with awe and power. Their acknowledgement was not just of Draven, but of humanity itself. They had witnessed the cunning, the courage, and the relentless determination of a species the universe had underestimated for too long. The portal pulsed once more, casting rippling light across the platforms. It was time to return home. The alien queen stepped beside her daughter, placing a hand on Draven's shoulder. Your journey is not over, she said softly. But know this, Your actions have changed the course of entire civilizations. You have earned our eternal gratitude, and the galaxy will remember the humans who refused to bow to fear." Draven nodded, glancing at the horizon. Beyond the stars lay untold dangers, rival empires, ancient powers, and phenomena that could unravel worlds. Yet he felt no fear. Humans thrived where others faltered. Humans conquered where others despaired. Humans survived not by luck, but by ingenuity, courage, and heart. Leora smiled up at him. "You are my hero," she said, voice soft but unwavering. "And now, you are our hope as well." Draven extended his hand, helping her and the Queen toward the portal. The energy rippled around them. Yet he remained calm, steady, and ready. This was what humans did. They faced the impossible, they adapted, they endured. They became legends. As they stepped through the portal, a wave of energy rippled across the crystalline ocean. The ancients watched in solemn admiration. The Queen's people followed with gratitude and awe, and the universe itself seemed to pause, acknowledging the deeds of a single human who had defied fate. On the other side, a new world awaited. The Queen's homeworld, glittering with alien cities and radiant energy fields, stretched across the horizon. Draven felt the weight of responsibility settle on his shoulders, yet he welcomed it. This was humanity's opportunity to prove once more that courage, intellect, and heart could redefine the balance of power in the galaxy. The Queen turned to him. "You have not only saved my daughter, but shown the potential of humans. You have bridged our worlds, and in doing so, you create a future where collaboration, courage, and understanding define destiny." Draven bowed. "Humans do not fight for recognition," he said. "We fight because it is right. We fight because no one else will. And when faced with the impossible, we do not yield, we rise." The Queen studied him for a long moment, her expression softening. "You are unlike any being I have ever encountered. You carry the strength of your kind in a way that transcends technology, power, and even age. The universe must take note. Humans are a force beyond calculation, beyond control, beyond expectation." Leora stepped beside her mother, holding Draven's hand. "You have given me hope," she said. "Hope that even in the darkest moments, courage and heart can prevail. You have shown me the essence of humanity. You are not just a hero, you are a legend." Draven smiled faintly, feeling the weight of the moment settle over him. Legends were not built on strength alone, nor on victories alone. They were forged in courage, in selflessness, in the relentless pursuit of what was right, no matter the odds. And humanity, he realized, embodied all of that. The Queen turned to her people, her voice carrying with regal authority. "Let this day be remembered. Let it be known that a human, a single hero, saved not only a child but altered the destiny of our worlds. Let it remind us that courage, intelligence, and heart are the greatest powers in the universe." Energy rippled across the city, lighting the sky in dazzling displays of violet and gold. Citizens emerged, their expressions a mixture of awe and reverence. Stories would be told of Draven, of Leora, and of humanity's indomitable spirit. Legends would carry across galaxies, reminding all civilizations that humans were not to be underestimated. Draven stepped forward, gazing at the horizon, feeling the wind against his face, the pulse of life in every moment. The battles have been fierce, the odds impossible, yet humans have prevailed. Not because of technology, not because of strength alone, but because of heart, mind, and an unyielding will. He had become a testament to his species, a living proof that humans could defy the universe itself. Leora looked up at him, her voice soft but filled with admiration. "You are our hero, our protector, and our bridge to the stars. Humans are more than I imagined. You are hope, courage, and light in a galaxy of shadows." Draven's smile widened. "Humans endure," he said. "We adapt. We survive. And when the universe challenges us, we rise stronger than ever. That is who we are. That is what we will always be." The Queen stepped forward, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Your name will be remembered across galaxies," she said. "You have not only saved my daughter, but shown the universe the true power of humanity. It is a gift that will endure beyond stars, beyond time itself." From the crystalline ocean, the ancients stirred, sending waves of energy across the horizon. They bowed in recognition, acknowledging the human hero who had conquered impossible odds with ingenuity, courage, and heart. Even beings older than the stars themselves had seen what humans were capable of. Draven took a deep breath, feeling the wind, the energy, and the infinite possibilities of the universe. He knew this was only the beginning. Threats would come, ancient powers would awaken, and civilizations would rise against him and humanity. But he also knew this. Humans did not bow to fear. Humans did not retreat from challenge. Humans defined the universe, not by chance, but by courage, intellect, and will. He looked at Leora, then the Queen, and finally the stars stretching across the alien sky. "We will rise," he said, voice strong, unwavering. "No matter the threat, no matter the odds, no matter the darkness. Humans endure. Humans conquer. Humans prevail." The Queen and her people nodded, their eyes filled with hope and respect. Leora smiled, her small hand gripping his tightly. "You are our hero," she whispered. "And through you, humanity has shown the galaxy its true strength." Draven looked toward the horizon, toward infinite stars and endless possibilities. The battles were over for now, but the universe was vast and full of challenges yet to come. He flexed his hands, shards still glowing faintly, and smiled. "Let the universe come," he said. "Humans are ready. We will endure. We will fight. And we will rise." The stars pulsed above in silent acknowledgement, the wind carrying whispers of human courage across the crystalline world. And humanity, through Draven, had left an indelible mark on the galaxy, a testament to strength, intelligence, courage, and heart. The portal shimmered one last time, guiding them home. Draven, Leora, and the alien Queen stepped through, leaving behind a battlefield of victory, hope, and legend. The universe had witnessed the impossible, and humanity had prevailed. In the distance, stars sparkled with new promise, the echoes of battles fought and victories won resonating across galaxies. The legend of Draven, the human hero who saved the alien princess, would endure for eternity, a reminder that courage, intellect, and heart define the true strength of humanity. The wind of the crystalline ocean settled into a calm, gentle rhythm. Leora and the Queen looked at Draven, gratitude and admiration shining in their eyes. The battles had ended. The impossible had been overcome. The universe, vast and dangerous, would never again underestimate humans. Draven gazed at the stars, feeling the weight and glory of humanity's enduring spirit. "Humans endure," he whispered, a vow carried across galaxies. "We thrive in the impossible. We rise against all odds, and we shape the universe itself." The portal closed behind them, leaving the crystalline world bathed in peace. The ancients retreated to the depths, the energy of the battles lingering as a reminder of human ingenuity and courage. The Queen embraced her daughter, tears of relief and joy mingling with awe at the human's power. Draven stepped back, exhaustion heavy but pride burning in his chest. He had faced the impossible. He had saved a princess. He had proved humanity's worth to the galaxy. And as he gazed at the infinite stars, he knew one truth above all else. Humans endure. Humans conquer. Humans rise. The universe, vast and perilous, had learned its lesson. The human hero had left his mark, and humanity's legend had only just begun.